to overcome that khawf, you're able to overcome and suppress that feeling of fear for the sake of your Creator is also a personal form of jihad. So the scholar said it really encompasses all of these things. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ called it afdalul jihad. It's the best form because it encompasses both the striving against the self and the striving against the oppressor. The benefit to oneself and the benefit to society as a whole. And sometimes a person will speak in the face of an oppressor, and they will do so, and it will not achieve anything from a societal perspective, but at the same time, perhaps it will inspire others to speak against tyranny and injustice. And maybe someone more effective will come after you and do so in a way that's going to change things. Or the next authority, the next sultan would come in and he would recognize that he cannot rule without being questioned. He cannot rule without, with injustice, without anyone standing up to him. So you either inspire someone to do the same and they would be more successful than you, or you allow that person to think twice about their injustice, or you allow the person that comes after them to think about their injustice. The point is that the impact of it sometimes is not immediate, it's not tangible, but it does mean something. It does mean something. Now one of the biggest issues we have with this hadith is that sometimes a person thinks about this and you immediately once again think bravery and courage, and you think that it's that speaking the truth to power, or speaking truth to power, is absolute. And it's not. Why? Because it's praiseworthy when it's beneficial. Not to be reckless, not to be unwise about it. It's praiseworthy when it's beneficial. Okay? And what that means is, speaking truth to power is that you disregard for yourself. You disregard yourself in the process, effectively advancing a noble cause. So you're willing to disregard yourself for the sake of advancing a noble cause. In light of that, and this is very important that the scholars point out, sometimes being silent, despite being called a coward in the process to advance a noble cause, is also achieving the same effect. I'm going to say this again. You speak the truth to power because you see it beneficial, you see that it will register something, and you see that it's wise and that this is the moment, and you do it. And you do that not for yourself or so that people can call you brave. You do that for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Likewise, it is for Allah when a person restrains themselves for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, despite people calling them a coward. Because at the end of the day, it's about that noble cause. What does that mean? There are ulama al-sultan as we know them, scholars of the rulers, and there are also ulama al-awam. There are people that speak to appease the masses. Appeasing the masses is no less insincere than appeasing the rulers and the authorities. Because at the end of the day, it's to be perceived as saying it's to say what is convenient, not that which is true. Okay, so appeasement is the issue here. When a person speaks to appease an authority, or a person speaks to appease a cultural authority in popular culture or the masses, or things of that sort. So that's also a form of appeasement. It's also something to take into consideration.